All right, okay. We ended over there, and I have to interrupt the video to an extent. Now we're about kicking off again on this very important live section. Please, I will encourage you to share this video to your friends, share the live video to your friends. Let them all be part of this wonderful and lovely section. Yes, we shall be discussing a whole lot of topics today, and I encourage everyone to be part of it. Yes, I encourage even invite your enemies to be healed. Now, in the forthcoming literature has been chosen, which is called the Lekki Headmaster. Again, the Lekki Headmaster. Now, many are yet to go through that text. Many are still confused, complaining it's lengthy. We don't know what to do. The grammar there, the grammar they are all difficult. You can't comprehend one thing or the other. But I want to surprise you that very text is interesting. It's a text that is meant for all, whether you're taking the exam or not. It is meant for everyone to study. So I encourage everyone to actually sit down, pick up your pen, get your paper ready. Let's look at the entire part of that text. Yes, it's prose work, a compulsory prose work. Now, the Lekki Headmaster was actually authored by a man called Kabi Alabi Gaba. I say it's authored by who? Kabi Alabi Gaba. Now, as I said earlier, this is an official novel for the 2025-2026 JAMB UTME examination. Now, in summary, the text actually narrates the story of a man called Pebble Adewale, a dedicated principal of stadium schools in Lekki, Lagos, who actually faces numerous challenges in the educational career and his personal life. Now, at this point, we shall take a look at a chapter by chapter summary of this novel. Now, chapter 1 actually kicked off with Pebo Adawale. So sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. I'm not a Yoruba guy, but all the same, what matters is the message and the knowledge you will grab from the live video. Now, the novel opens with Pebo Adewale, the principal of Stadium School. Now, this man was known as being an energetic man, very strong, who actually was known for doing extraordinary things. But on that fateful morning, during the morning assembly, this man was seen in a different mood. He was seen trying, almost weeping, crying like a baby. Yes, now he was looking withdrawn and eventually breaks down in tears. This actually happened before his students and the staff. Now, this actually raised alarm among the school community about his well-being. All right, all the effort made to put this man under control was of no result. He couldn't achieve any result. Everybody, including the MD, the how will I put it, the patron, everybody did all they could to ensure that they make this man stable, but no way. I think the only option the MD gave was for Grace and one other person in the chapel to take the principal home so that he can be able to return back to normalcy, as news of the instability had actually gotten to the parents and has started raising concerns. All right, it opens up to chapter 2, where Pebo decided to expose and actually unveil the reason why he was angry. He was withdrawn, why he was unstable in his mood. And guess what that could be? Now, the reason why people was actually in a very bad, simply put that there was a pressure on him to relocate to UA. Yes, where his wife and kids were actually residing. Now, before then, arrangements had already been made by the wife who stays abroad to come over there and take over the opportunity, based on what the family said. Over there was much better than staying in Nigeria. Over there, the salary as I learned was about £3,600, while here in Nigeria, his salary was merely 400,000 naira. That is to say, based on what the wife and the children are projecting, life over there could be better than Nigeria. But guess what? Pebo was not in that state. He actually lost his job. He wants to reside in Nigeria, but for the sake of the family, the pressure became much on him. Guess what? The friends, the colleagues were very angry. They were not actually excited. Why would this man be handling this issue? This is the opportunity everyone is looking out for. Why is his own case different? People are actually looking out for going abroad. Why this man is actually getting discouraged, clamoring on staying back in Nigeria? What a stupid mentality. Wow. But to him, he had a different mindset. He loves his job. All right. The next chapter actually delves into the daily operation of what happens in Stadium School. It actually highlighted people's interaction with staff and students, his leadership style that was mainly characterized by discipline, empathy, and equally how much he had invested in earning the desired respect he had. But it never excluded the fact that on daily basis he kept encountering different challenges, especially addressing parental concern, as the number of students in the hostel has actually increased geometrically owing to the surge in the fees of the boarders. So most of the parents started to bring their children to board, thereby increasing the pressure on him and the school management. Okay, now the next one is the next chapter, which happens to be a subplot, actually involves a rivalry between two students, Banky and Tosh. Yes, I hope you are following. Banky and Tosh. Now, this was during the contest. I simply put prefectship election. Now, the rivalry actually escalated due to the parents' interference, especially from Chief Oba, who happens to be Tosh's father. He was the one championing and leading tension within the school community. Yes, that is all about that chapter. And the next one looks at cultural preservation. Now, how was it actually exhibited? Pebo actually organized a excursion to a historical site. Now, here he was trying to emphasize more on cultural heritage of his people. This activity reflected his belief in his holistic education and the need to install a sense of identity and history in the younger generation. That is to say, the end of the discussion was to ensure that his children, the students, understand and recognize that sense of identity. Yes, Pebo actually decided to come up with a discussion idea to ensure that the people understand where they are coming from, despite the gap in the generation. Now, a gap, modernity, and what the traditional period. So the discussion was like an opportunity to help cover up the gap and actually educate the students on what their culture and history look like. Now, apart from that, we look at the next one, which I termed the Japa syndrome. Again, the Japa syndrome. Now, this very chapter emphasizes more on the ending